Greetings, viewers. I hope that you're all having a great day. I hope that you're fine. I hope that you are all well. Today, I've got a treat for you because I've only interviewed one other martial artist of the internal arts. And some of you might have seen the interview with Leah Cohen a while ago, but now I have the pleasure of inviting yet another martial artist in today, and this is a great opportunity for me to kind of showcase the martial arts to another level. Because Zanaya or Zen, who is with me today, we'll talk to you about how her own spiritual and healing journey has been. And the wonderful thing about her style is that she's done a few different things that I have not. And one thing I have done is walked away with a lot of bruises after doing a sparring contest with a Muay Thai person. As a karate kung fu person, I ended up walking away with a lot of blue marks all over my body from the elbows. So Sanaya has studied Muay Thai. She has also studied Qigong and the internal arts. And she's into meditation, spirituality, and she's also an actress. So I'm going to start off, Zen, with the question, could you tell the viewers a little bit about your own journey through spirituality and the martial arts?
Thank you for introducing me. That's a huge honor for me to be here. And it's an interesting question because it's a very complex question, as martial arts has always been for me a huge journey that was leading me back from my over-analyzing brain to my body. And I considered myself always as a kind of warrior, but in the beginning I didn't know much about Tao and about like balancing of dualities and the masculine and feminine hemisphere and polarities, which is everywhere in every martial arts, but people just don't see it much nowadays. So I started with Muay Thai. I was always called to basically, always in my subconscious was getting to the highest potential of the body, of the mind, but I didn't really know how to navigate it. So I started with Muay Thai. I lived in Thailand for almost a year, and I did some fights. And Muay Thai is amazing. I would call it a sport, and it's very popular and famous along with MMA around the world. But what happened to me was that I had certain I would call it traumas. For someone who doesn't know what trauma means, it doesn't have to be that you were sexually abused or physically abused. It can be something small that happened to you that was too much for your nervous system in your childhood, or something that your parent or caretaker didn't do. And for me, I had certain way of seeing the world as very heavy, and that I need to work hard, and that I need to really be that warrior that paves the way through the very hard path. That's why I chose Muay Thai. And it's amazing way to start with martial arts because it teaches you to be that fiery warrior. But in the same time, the Tao asks us to be sometimes soft, wait for the action, wait where you have to be soft and flexible and flow with the opponent and use his energy against you. And that's what actually Muay Thai wasn't about. It was very straightforward. You just need to strike, you just need to go forward. And that's a very important part of the yang, but it was enough for me. And even my physical body, because the physical body is a gate of the wisdom, and it showed me by injuries in my back and in my spleen that it's not the way. but I very much enjoyed it doing it in Thailand. I had one fight, and of course I lost it. And I think I would be continuing. My ego wasn't. My ego didn't want to give it up, because I told myself I'm gonna be a very good Muay Thai fighter, so I'm not gonna give it up.
Wow.
And then I found, no, sometimes life and your body shows you different way, you know. So then injuries showed me that I have to take a different approach. Then I started to travel around Southeast Asia, and it would be a very, I don't want to talk too much, so your words for you, but then I started to travel, and I returned back, and after different treatments after my huge injury, I found out that I'm interested to be a holistic warrior who integrates both dualities.
That's brilliant. No, not at all. That was really interesting. Very, very, very interesting. That's
By the way, dear, this is Wayusa. It's the sacred Amazonian plant that grounds you, but in the same energy. And I don't have a spleen. I lost it in accident, which is very much responsible for acute energy. So when I drink Vayusa, it's not like coffee that brings lots of energy out of you in the beginning of day, and then you're like, but Vayusa pretty much makes you have this energy all day. So cheers.
Yes, no worries. No, that's absolutely fine. No, viewers, that's not beer, that's not Guinness, that's not at all anything but something very powerful and valuable and herbal. Did you hear what she just said? She lost her spleen. Now, the spleen is responsible normally for creating immune cells and has a huge immune function in the body. Could you tell the viewers how Qigong style exercises have helped you to manage your immune system, because you are extremely healthy and yet you don't have a spleen? I think whatever you're doing that's brilliant.
Do you think so? But yes, I think I live like a person who never lost the spleen. So I wasn't following a path. I was kind of following path of my ego, and that's why this had to happen. Even Tao and perspective of Chinese medicine says when we don't follow our destiny, or let's call it soul path, something has to happen to get us back. So that's why I had this accident. And Western doctors told me, like, okay, so now you need to now you have to like take antibiotics, and you will have the low immunity and low energy and la la. And actually it's beautiful, because the way of Tao showed up to me after this injury, because I think otherwise I would be just happy living this mediocre life, trying to get the validation of the people. But after this, I had low energy, of course, because when they remove your organ, and in Tao, it's one of the 5 most important organs that are complementing each other's. And I could have felt it. I was feeling at my work very exhausted, and like not just exhausted, but like you have a brain fog. And even before a brain fog, because of certain childhood traumas that they would call as ADHD, but it's just something that you're suppressing in nervous system. I was already working. And when I lost my spleen, it was like a double effect. So imagine you have so much, you have clear mind about what you want to do, but your brain is like you cannot focus, like it's dead. And then I was like, be the best solution. And then somehow my intuition led me to Qigong. And then it's been like 7 years that started to be my path. And how it has helped me, basically, when you lose an organ, definitely. Spleen is responsible for your white clots, for your acute energy, for transport and transformation of your liquids all around the body. So when you lose spleen, basically it all slows down. That's why you feel so tired. You have no energy in your cranium, in your brain. And when I started to do Qigong, I could have seen step by step small differences when you start to basically control how your qi, how your energy, your life force is being distributed. And I'm a student of Chinese medicine already for 3 years. And I also found out that, like, wow, when your organ is being removed, it doesn't mean you are losing the impact of that organ. You basically still have the meridians and the channels, and you can even grow your own organ. You just have to believe it. Like, it's really true. Like, this society has indoctrinated us so much that we still think like we gotta just get to the last point where we gotta take pills and get everything cut body. And honestly, like, since I'm studying Chinese medicine, I had one time inflammation of kidney because it's my problem of my generation line, lots of fear. But I didn't use the pills, because you are able to basically still, our professor says to us, like, and he is a very analytical person because he used to be what is called, oh my God, I forgot in English.
Was it a medical doctor of some kind?
Yeah, the one who like really does the
a chiropractor?
Yeah.
Chiropractor?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's very much grounded. He doesn't fly away. And he was like, Western, and he really relies on Western medicine. But what he says, he doesn't take white or black. That he's actually really trying to exist outside of dualities. And he says, like, Western medicine is something when you have a tree and you are trying to paint the leaves on on yellow, on green when it's already. And what Chinese medicine does, it's trying to prevent, and it's already taking care of the trunk and the roots. So you are getting roots of the problem. This is the comparison. It's not what is less or more, but these ancient cultures already knew that you need to track of your own awareness of your body, of your awareness of your emotions, and you will never get sick, basically.
That is amazing. I love it. I love it. I mean, I like your explanation. I like the fact that you're talking about both systems and how they can integrate with each other, because everything has something beneficial. I remember doing the 8 pieces of brocade with someone who had, the 8 pieces of brocade. You're nodding straight away. So each exercise has a benefit, and one of them, raising the single arm, helps to stimulate the spleen. And so there are deeper Qigong exercises where they don't just stimulate the organs, but they manipulate energy, as Zanaya is saying, and help to enhance healing if it's lacking. Now, this is the first time for me that I ever met anyone who's using it in such a powerful way. And that's why I had to get, no at all, and that's why I had to get Zanaya on the call, because a lot of the viewers watch for Tai Chi, Qigong, karate, Kung Fu, but this is to open up a new dimension and explore things like healing at the deepest level. And that's so powerful. If someone can do it to this level, imagine the potential if it's researched even more. This is wonderful. I mean, do you have any advice for someone who, because you must have been very traumatized after that accident. I mean, if someone's gone through something very painful like that, how can they come out like you, very balanced, calm, and positive within yourself? Is there any, I mean, of course, you're going to feel a certain level of pain, but is there anything that someone can do straight away if someone watching this is going through something like that?
I love your question because it got straight to the point. Because this is a very complex tree of the thoughts, and even this is my purpose, that I'm trying, because many people think that if they are about to follow someone, it gotta be a guru who has all sorted it out, which I believe in illusion. People just want to people just want to connect to someone who is one step forward and who is like them, who went through the same kind of difficulties. And honestly, I don't know a master, and let's call it master, or someone who is good at something, who didn't go through very much like difficulties, right? And I believe it's, even though I went through a difficult journey, it's through simplicity, through simple steps. And for me, I was struggling with real self-confidence and real balance within myself, because I took on a lot of patterns from my parents that were basically projecting in my relationships that I'm not enough, that I don't have a self-confidence. And I believe every single thing you do. I was doing Qigong maybe for 2 years, not in the right way, because I was going out of my analytical brain. I was not able to drop down the mind to the body. I was not able to love myself because I was just orientated on results, because my dad always based his love on how much you do. And if you don't do, you're not worthy of my attention or my love. And Qigong doesn't, because many people come to me and they ask like, oh my God, it's such a difficult, and you gotta do so much to become a monk. And I'm like, it's not about that. It can be even because I have really a lot of people from different schools, and everyone is asking what is right and what is wrong. And sometimes I combine different, like let's say I do when I get into my center, I feel guided, like let's say, to the 3 parts of 8 brocades. And then I do my kidneys, and then I do that. And they say like, this is not what is from this school, and you gotta do it that way.
No.
I'm connected to the exercises that my higher self told me. I believe I perfect these certain each of exercises, and I'm doing it for myself. And I believe this is the message: do what you feel is right for you to do. And Qigong is amazing tool to freedom from getting out of the illusionary roles, what they told you to play, whether your family, your culture, the collective consciousness. And I went through a very difficult times. I will get back to what they have to do, but this is, I think, important, because some people exercise Qigong without understanding. And I think understanding is very important, why you do it and what is it actually. It's not just some kind of Pilates workout. It's actually going very deep into your fascia, into your meridians. So that's why I'm explaining that it's very important that you connect with your body and you let your mind drop to your body. And then you can, when you are able to, with these exercises, to reach harmony, even for a second, you will see how it can transfer to your relationships, to your life. It's not just for physical health. What I do, for example, when I wake up, I go somewhere where I can reach the sun. If I cannot reach the sun, it's fine. And I start shaking out everything that is no longer inside of me. So I start to, like, it's a very powerful exercise to clear your lymph, to basically clear everything, every thought, the cyclical patterns that we are reaching, the doubts, the fear, the anger, to get to the body. And then I start to basically clean my body by bringing the heavens to the earth. Actually, it's very clear, like you are basically getting your mind, it's calling the soaking up the mind in the body, because we really don't have our mind just in our head, but we have it in the whole body and around. This is powerful because we have this awareness. And I was traumatized, and I thought all my life is happening in my head and living in the stories. And then when I was finally able to get to the body, I was like, wow, this is like another level of awareness. This is not some kind of spiritual bullshit or getting out there. It's like you are able to feel much more. You are able to feel much, all your senses, higher senses, you are able to feel the connection with yourself and with others. And this is what we are living in. We have to basically co-create, cooperate in these crazy times, what's happening. And if we lost connection with ourselves, we cannot connect to others. So many people are trying to find the savior in relationships. I was doing that too. And until we find out that it's all within ourselves, and it's not a cliche that you gotta find it. And then when you find it, then when you don't need anything, it all starts to come. The abundance, the people, the cooperation, everything is like prepared for you, the synchronicities. When you start to find out and acknowledging your true confidence from within, not from ego, but from your true power that we all have as a birthright of the abundance and the beauty in ourselves and the purity. And that's what the world forgot about. That's why I'm so sad when I'm watching what's happening in Israel, in Gaza. I'm sorry much, but I'm so passionate about this. I could talk hours.
Same. I mean, humanity has a lot of lessons to learn. Zanaya Marcova is definitely a starseed. And, you can see that. And the way that she's talking is quite powerful. Some viewers who are at a certain level will understand this a lot. You'll understand the fluid that surrounds the organs, the meridian system, and everything, and dropping the mind into the body, that every single cell has DNA and intelligence. And some of you will understand that, but what she's doing is quite powerful and deep. And viewers, take on board what she's saying, because sunrise, sunset, those are powerful times when you can really infuse, as Zen puts it, the powers from the cosmos with your body. And it's not just a physical art, it's not at all that, it's much deeper. You're going to have to try in order to understand. And then, as you said, yes, I feel hurt to see any human being, any life perish like you. And it's sad to see wars. People still want wars across the world, viewers, but we don't want that. We want peace, love, harmony. And some of you may have seen even the news, people are talking about UFOs, but UFOs don't cause wars. Aliens don't cause wars. It's human beings that cause wars. So, spread peace, love, joy. One final question for you, Zanaya. This is just a personal question, because I did introduce you as also an actress. Do you mind telling the viewers maybe offer something that you're going to be in or you're in, because they'll probably ask anyway, and also how, if someone wants to get in touch with you, is that something that you'd like through YouTube, or is there a way to get in touch with you?
Yes, absolutely. I believe when you heal your nervous system, when you start to work and get into your authentic self, that is not something what they told you to be, you start to find out what you want to be. And my dad wanted me to be kind of like politician. Okay. And I started to study. That's when I got hit by the car, when my school moved. So literally universe is showing you this is not your way. And I always wanted to be an artist. I was always a breakdancer or martial artist. So I always wanted to study something like that, even working with voice. But what is the beautiful thing? It's never too late. I want to tell all of you, it's never too late. because I started to study acting. Of course, not officially in university anymore, but when you have it really deeply in your heart, you can really achieve that in any age. You know, Louis Define, he started to act in age of 50 or something like that. And Prague is a beautiful place to stay. And for example, now I was in a Netflix series called The Empress. It's about the Sissy. And I told myself I really want to start working more with my voice, because I used to go to festivals where I started officially with Qigong, but then I came and I was like, wow, the drums and everything and the movement and the flow. And suddenly there were 12 delegations in the scene were bringing the material goods, and I was the only one that had their kids who were basically offering the gift as singing. And I was like, wow, that's synchronicity. And they told me to sing, and I didn't expect it. So they sent me 10 minutes before the audition, like, learn it. It's an Ukrainian song, and we're going to sing it. And I saw the beautiful how everything is able to change when they hear, for example, potential, because I had it really in myself that I want to sing. So then in the end we sang, and that was a beautiful experience for me. So I'm really like a starting actor, but I have a lot of experiences to be seen on the stage. And I want to encourage everyone that maybe they say like, oh, I don't have enough education on that, but you can always take it. And if it's really inside of you and you have something to say, you can make an impact. And that's how it started with me. Whether I was in Egypt, I didn't even expect it to, I don't know, be an advertisement, or working in a company that is basically helping people to find their passion. We're working through the stories and through different kind of animated movies, and I introduced there to work with people who have problems with their brain, and I introduced NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. So it's all kind of connecting, and I acted also in theater here, and now I'm going to enhance that, and I'm traveling to Egypt soon, so I hope I'll be able to help people spread the message about anything about Palestine or about, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. A Netflix series. That's awesome. I'll be sure to watch that. I didn't know about that. Okay. So, Zanaya, thank you so much for your time. This has been a very powerful conversation that a lot of people are really going to value. And, it's been awesome. Please keep us posted. Maybe we'll do another session next year and see where you're at and follow on, because I really enjoyed this. So viewers, don't forget to share, like this video, and leave a comment. It's been wonderful. Again, thank you for your insight. Viewers, keep shining. Make sure that you become the very best version of yourself and do as much as you can with this life. We only get one life, but spread love, spread joy, spread peace. We've got enough wars and pain in the world. If you want to see the change, then as Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. And
about it, but acting on the wisdom. This was my very dark year in my life where I thought, oh, I'm doing everything right. And sometimes we get caught up on the spiritual ego. And then I found out, no, the real wisdom is not about all the informations that you have, but acting on it 100%,
Oh,
so
that is awesome. That is awesome. Please let that message resonate deep within you. You got it. The power is yours. And many blessings to you, Zanaya. Thank you again. And I will see you all next time in the next video.